Hey, Bobby. Okay, so we're gonna read Gigi. Oh, let me go over. I'm gonna go over emo with me. Okay, with you. Okay, so Gigi's the Capricorn. That's interesting because I was getting kind of like I was like, why do we keep talking about Melissa? Because I didn't think you weren't lying. I didn't think you were lying to me, but I was like something here. Anyways, okay. You called the Sagittarius yesterday, and she hasn't called you back. Let me see what that was about. Spirit guides. Why didn't the Sagittarius call Bobby back? Spirit saying, you know why. She's like a cat that catches a mouse and just plays with it and doesn't need it. The Spirit saying, you know. Move on. So all three of these cards, Bobby, are about intuition. The moon to me is always and so moon. You see the water and the moon. This always represents intuition to me, or it can represent the unknown or mysteries or not knowing clearly. But I feel like it's about intuition. High Priestess is about intuition, and then the Two of Swords. This card's usually about somebody who knows. There's the moon. So do you see all three cards? Moon, crescent moon down there, and then the moon up in the corner. All three of these are intuition. So the Sagittarius Spirit saying, you already know, close that door. Okay. I'm not going to be her mouse anymore. Good. You're retiring her number permanently and hanging it in the rafters. As for the Gemini, I haven't heard from her today. She seems like a very busy person. I'm an Aries. I need attention. Spirit guides, what can you tell me about the Gemini? Say goodbye. It's not going anywhere. Say bye-bye. Not going anywhere. Why is it not going anywhere? Because it's not the direction you want. That you already know what work. You know in terms of moving forward in love. You know what works for you. So you need your Ten of Cups. Okay. So now we're gonna read Gigi. Spirit guides. Bobby's question regarding Gigi is, should he not F around and go for it? Yeah. Let go. So in some ways this is go for it. Okay. Eight of Wands is be open to that opportunity or the possibilities of that. Don't overthink it. So I don't know why it would say don't overthink it. The Spirit guides, Gigi said that she wanted to take it slow with Bobby, but Bobby says that's impossible for the two of them. What should he do? Do you think it's going to be too hard to give what she wants? I'm only saying that because emotionally, I don't know what this means. Emotionally, you might not be open. So, Bob, okay, so she's Capricorn. Spirit's saying make a decision. I don't know why the Ten of Wands came up, though. Ten of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. Do you see? To have this with her might be hard. Let me see why. Bob, I think for her, she doesn't want game. I'm not saying that she's thinking this way about you, but I feel like if she's wanting to invest in you, she's like this. I want a partner. I want somebody who's going to give as much as I give. I want the whole package. I want to be... So, like, she's, like, relationship material. She's being exclusive. She's, like, I don't feel like she's going to back down in terms of, like, I'm not just going to kick it with you. She's like, we're either going to get to know each other and go the distance, and you're going to be open to that or not. Like, so... Let me see. So you've been watching other tarot readers, and they all say for Aries that someone is coming back and they see soulmate energy. Very possible. If you see a Capricorn in this reading, it will be Gigi. I never stop thinking about her. Melissa's number is retired. Okay. So Spirit Guides, what can you tell me about Gigi? Gigi's over... She's not hanging on to any BS. So she's let go of any relationships where where they're not on the same page. So I feel like she's very like she's not going to date anybody. She's letting go of the past, any sadness. She's letting go of any confusion. She's very sure of herself right now in terms of moving forward. So if she's saying she likes you, I think she means it. Okay? She may see something in you, that's something that is balanced, or like the two of you could be a pair. Spirit guides, what is working for Gigi right now? She knows what she wants, Bob. She's pretty clear on it too. She's moving on from her past, and she knows what she wants. She wants a relationship, and she's seeing it with new eyes, I feel. Okay, so there is a Capricorn, but this could represent you because you do come up as the King of Pentacles sometimes. Spirit guide, so what are Gigi's challenges right now in love? Is there anybody else? This could be just somebody she's still talking to. Okay, maybe not. The challenge is to make the decision to completely walk away from third-party situations. So maybe she has a challenge with, she always ends up with people who are still hanging on to their past or involved with somebody. What else are Gigi's challenges in love? Finally walking away. So it's interesting, Bobby, because at the beginning of her reading, it's saying she's done with the past. Let me go through it again. She may have just ended a relationship where they weren't on the same page. Okay, so she's sad or she's going through the grieving process of letting go. It's a loss. Okay. Now, I need to pull a card for this because the Seven of Cups can mean daydreaming. It can mean being confused or having more options. No. Okay, let's just stick with that. She's like, I want to be happy, so I need to let go of all of this BS, this being confused, this accepting less than. So she seems pretty sure of herself. In terms of her challenges, though, there's a lot of, like, her present is saying she's very sure of it, but at the same time, then it's going back to her challenge. Maybe it's saying these have been her challenges in terms of what she wants. Being clear on what she wants, okay? Completely walking away from things that don't serve her anymore. Maybe she's waited. Spirit guides, what is the Three of Wands for Gigi? I think her overall is she's just frustrated with, gosh, I've waited forever to meet somebody or to have a healthy relationship. So I think this is like part of the challenges that she's faced. She's waited for this kind of relationship, and it's been really hard on her. So I'm sure that she's dated, or she's at least tried. She's tried to invest, but she hasn't found anybody that she can invest in, focus on, do all of that. So what else do we have with her? I think she's healing from something. So I think her wanting to take things slow is she's trying to do things in the right way. Like, I'm not messing this up this time, or I'm not going to let somebody else mess it up. So she's healing right now, Bob. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean she's necessarily trying to get over somebody. It could mean she's just healing, rebalancing her life. Okay. I think she's kind of guarded. I think that's when you said she wanted to take this slow. I think that's what she means, because she's on the fence. And what is she on the fence about? Two of Pentacles. She's leery. She's leery about deception. I don't know if she was lied to in the past. Okay. She's leery on, these could be her thoughts like, oh, I'm never going to meet anybody and have this perfect Ten of Pentacles. This Nine of Wands energy is somebody who's been through the ringer. They're looking back going, am I ever going to get that? So she's on the fence. So seriously, Bobby, I feel like when she says I want to take it slow, she's saying that reluctantly, like, well, I'm not rushing into anything. I know you said it's impossible, but I feel like there's a part of her that's very serious, like, you might want to move fast, and she might want to too, but I feel like a part of her is going, but I'm going to hold on as tight as I can to not move fast, because it's almost like she's saying, I'm not going through any of this hardship again. I'm not going to get hurt again. I'm not going to get cheated on. Or I'm not going to get lied to. I'm not going to do it. And her going slow gives her that sense of control. Okay? Because she can be in control of, certain aspects of a relationship, her side. So, Spirit Guides, what can Bobby expect from Gigi moving forward? What it's saying is you might have to come to a decision between her and somebody else. That's really weird because we're reading her and then I asked, what can you expect? Well, I'm not sure which one's Gigi. Okay. But you can expect some mixed emotions, and it might be, oh man, I might have to work for her. I might have to put in the effort and the work for this. But in some ways it could be saying, but she's what you've asked for. Could be saying that. I don't know for sure. But then Bob, it says, so here you are. But you might have a decision to make between someone else. So there are two women showing up. Now, if I was to look at this as which one's Gigi, this is the earth sign. But it doesn't have to be an earth sign. This is a single woman. Both of these can be earth signs. One of them's her. But this message said, you're going to have a decision that you need to make between whoever this other person is. It has something to do with moving forward. Something you have to take charge of, make a decision about. There's another woman coming up too. So I don't know if maybe the other two are still going to be in the mist. Spirit guides, what's Gigi's advice moving forward? Hers is she just needs to go for it, but she has fear in the way. That's why she wants to take it slow. I feel like it's either with you or it's with another guy from her past where maybe she was hurt. But basically, there's fear here. So she worries about that. Whatever those fears are, and that's why she wants to take it slow. Her advice is to take action. She needs to let go of her past. So if she's holding on to fear from the past, that could get in the way. Because these three cups don't always have to be people. They could be, well, you're trying to hold on to what's comfortable, or you're used to what you're still holding on to resentments or fear from the past instead of embracing the new. Spirit's saying she needs to handle that. Okay. Her advice is she already knows what she needs to do, whatever it is that she's wanting. If she wants love, then she needs to go for it. If she wants a new beginning, she needs to go for it. Okay. It's a big change for her. She needs to let something go. What does she need to... Spirit guides, what does Gigi need to let go of the death card? She needs to, like, embrace, like, this new chapter. So if she's wanting a new relationship, she has to jump into it like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to be afraid, or I'm going to try not to be afraid. So she's kind of holding herself back in a little bit, and the wanting to go slow, it stems from fear. It stems from the past, okay? Let me read you real quick, Bob. Spirit guides, this is a love reading for Bobby regarding he and Gigi. I know you're asking... Wait, let me see. You said, if not Gigi. So yeah, there might be somebody else that comes in, Bobby. So Spirit's saying you're going to have to make a decision. It's not just about Gigi. Spirit guides, should Bobby choose Gigi? Spirit's saying, well, that's up to you. Because if you've been praying for a new beginning, but then you do this, Spirit's saying, well, then we can't help you with that. If you're going to be Two of Pentacles, that's fine. Meaning you got Gigi and there might be somebody else or three women. But Spirit's saying you're going to have to walk away from one of them. So if I'm asking, should you pick Gigi? Well, Spirit's saying, well, it's up to you what happiness is to you. But if you're going to be holding on to the past, if you're going to accept something less than... What is this Four of Cups for Bobby? I feel like Spirit's saying, this Four of Cups energy, these two women just popped up. This is a woman who settles. This is maybe a water sign. It doesn't have to be. You see this message, Bobby? This is saying don't resist letting go of somebody. Don't resist heartbreak. But this could also be saying, Bobby, don't resist doing third-party stuff. See how there's three swords into a heart? It's saying don't fight not doing that. Spirit guides, what is the Three of Swords for Bobby? Choosing one. So when I say don't resist not doing this, it means So if this is third party dating more than one person at a time, if it's saying don't do this, Spirit's saying, well, you're resisting not doing it. So, and I said, well, what would be the opposite of that then, basically? Well, it'd be about you being clear and having one beginning, one focused on one person. Let me ask again, okay? Spirit guides, what is Bobby's advice with Gigi? If you want it, go for it. It'll be a big change for you, Bob, but it involves you. Is there a part of you that's reluctant on big change? Because it looks like Gigi. Well, if she's what you really want, then Spirit's saying, well, then you need to go for it. What is the Four of Wands then? It's like starting over. It's doing the work. So Bobby, this is like, it's almost like this. This girl means business. So if you're gonna date her, then you can't kind of date her, and you know, if she's trying, like Spirit's saying you can't, and I'm not saying you do this, but Spirit's saying this isn't about this isn't just kicking it with somebody. This is like getting to know somebody and committing to them. Without that scaring you, because that sounds like too fast, but it's like, well, if you really want somebody like Gigi, well, then you got to dive in, which means you got to do the work. It might mean starting over. It might mean the way that you think things should be done to hold a relationship. You might have to let some of those drop and start over and do things a new way. Maybe some of the ways where you kind of like battle with your partners, where you, you know what I mean? Let me ask, Spirit guides, is there anything that Bobby needs to work on in relationships? Having too many options, Bobby, is that one of them? I don't know. Having too many options, being feeling like you know what's right, or you have all the answers, or you're the one that's right. Spirit's saying if you want to move forward in love, it's got to be balanced on both parts. Now, keep in mind, when I say this doesn't mean I'm saying, because Bobby, you're not balanced in relationships, or it's one-sided. But it's saying it's not balanced. How is it not balanced for Bobby in relationships sometimes? It's got to be a fair give and take here. And it's got to mean that if you're going to date a woman, okay, there's got to be, it's like we got to balance something out in terms of give and take. So once again, is your attention on one person, but you got somebody on the backside? Because the same message is coming up, Bobby. It's this one. Don't resist stopping this. Now, this doesn't mean, of course, like when you were, and I don't know how it was, but like when you were with Melissa, were you talking to other girls, or were you wanting to be with other girls at the same time you were with Melissa? I'm just using that as an example. I feel like Spirit's saying, you know what we're talking about. And what is it that we're talking about? The Spirit's saying you know what we're talking about here. They're saying, here's you. If you want to be happy, Bobby, no more this. And what is the Devil card? Because that could be the Capricorn. If you want to be happy, then it's going to be with her. But what does the Devil mean? It's about your desires, Bobby, in relationships. So you may like having options, but Spirit's saying, but you have to walk away from some of them if you want to be happy and have what you want. This is going to involve you putting in the work. And when I say work, this doesn't mean like a girl says, I need you to do this, and you're like, okay, I'll do that. It means like really facing certain things. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It's basically like you can't start a new beginning with a single woman. Can't have this if you continue to do this, which means keeping things the way that you want them to be, hanging on to people from the past, talking more than one person. Spirit guides, what is the Four Cups for Bobby? Focusing on somebody else at the same time. So do you see? Are you thinking about starting something with Gigi? But you're still focusing on somebody else too? This would be the Sagittarius. Do you see that, Bob? So I feel like they're trying to get a clear message across. I'm asking you about Gigi, but it keeps bringing up other women. So it's saying if you're going to go for it, then you need to go for it. So I don't know if there's something that you need to change there in terms of dating multiple women, talking to multiple women. It's almost like, because you might end up with a woman that you really want to be with, but is there a part of you that will date her, but she already can pick up that you're talking to other women or you're interested in other women? Once again, I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, but there's a focus there. I hope that was helpful. Okay. And I hope I was able to answer your question. So let me know, okay? And I'll talk to you soon.